going on, fellas? Right before we get into this video, I just want to say right up here, Twitch live every single day. So a lot of people in my chat have been asking me about my M4s. I am a strict 5.56 user. I have been for the past 6 wipes. It's just my weapon of choice, which this wipe's a little different. Pretty much every automatic weapon, the recoil is insane. It's a lot harder to build a gun that has, much lower recoil. But I am going to be doing pretty much a tier list from the cheapest to mid-level to meta. And the meta build here you might have seen before. It's a pretty popular build. But the prices range from 100, 120k to 150 to 170k and 200 to 250k, all depending on what the prices are in the on the flea. So, which I have level 2 traders, so some things might be different. So I would say that this video is mainly for people that have level 2 traders, but most people that have level 2 traders are a little bit more experienced at the game and actually do their quests. So, but this video is not just for low level new people, it's for experienced players as well. Alright, so hopping right into it. This is the cheapest one. The stats are 64 ergonomics and 84 vert recoil. Typically that's what people look for when building guns. If you want to get more nitty gritty with it, then here are the stats. But there are a couple of things you can move to your preference, like the Pico 6 sight, and it is not a good sight. It used to be, but they made it all like blurry, the reticle, so it's not the best option. But for the cheapest build, this is what I'm going with, and I will have the parts listed up here. Alright, moving on to the mid-tier build. This is the build that'll cost you between 150 to 160k. It is slightly better than the cheaper build, but you are going to get a bit more of performance for your money. So the stats are 69 ergonomics, which is pretty solid, and 78 vertical recoil. There's not much of a vertical recoil difference from the cheapest build, but you are going to be getting a lot better weapon for your money, in my opinion, which of course on all these builds you can change the sights how you want them and the parts as you go, which I will have the parts here. Moving on to the meta build, like I said previously, this is a build that has been known in the game for a couple of wipes now, quite a while actually. And pretty much what it is you go on the market and buy a TX15, which is a DMR, and you buy an M4 upper, which I do believe if you have level 3 mechanic, you can buy just the upper receiver for like 32k. It might be 22k, I'm not sure, but it's cheap. But as of right now, the TX15 gun entirely is going to run you about 70k as how the market is right now, which is not cheap by any means, but this is supposed to be the meta build to an extent. So the stats are going to be 45 ergonomics, which you're going to tend to get worse ergonomics when you have a longer gun, especially a longer gun that is fully automatic like the M4. Since it is swapped from the TX15, it has TX15 components but an M4 upper, which makes it automatic. As I said, the ergonomics are 45 and the vertical recoil is 56, which you could possibly get it lower, but in my opinion, for the money, this is as meta as it gets. Which some people may have different opinions on that, or say, oh, you did this wrong, but I would say this is pretty solid, which I'll have all the parts here, as well as all the prices for the guns. I'm sure I'll put them in correspondence with the video. So the Tarkov service decided to work, so I can actually show you the recoil. Starting off with the cheapest, and we'll go up as the price goes up. This is the recoil without me controlling. Not the greatest. And here's me controlling the recoil. Not horrible, but it could be better. But for the price, you kind of get what you pay for. Moving on to the mid tier, here's me not controlling. Not the greatest. Here's me controlling. Get what you pay for. On to the meta build. Here's me not controlling. It's decent. And here's me controlling. So as you can see, the price points are very different, and you can see why. In Tarkov, people tend to want to make guns that have, 30 recoil to where they don't have to control it at all. But Tarkov's a realism game, so you're gonna have to learn to control it a little bit. But for the money, this is your best bet. All right, well, that's the end of it. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing if you haven't already, or not. That's fine too. And I'll see you guys in the next one.